Welcome to the Illinois Association for College Admissions Counseling Virtual College Fair. Thank you for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at the same website where you registered. And now I'd like to turn it over to our first presenter from McHenry County College.
Thank you and good evening, everybody. Hi, my name is Kristen Mueller. I'm from McHenry County College. McHenry County College is a community college that's located in northern Illinois. We are in Crystal Lake, sort of between Crystal Lake and Woodstock, which is just below the Wisconsin border. So our resident school students are mostly of McHenry County, although we do have students who come to us from out of district as well. So as a community college, we offer both associate's degrees as well as certificate programs, as well as non-credit programs as well. So I'll go into some detail about that soon. Our classes are offered in person, online, and blended. So our students get to choose how they want to take their classes right now. We also have flexible lecture, which means it's a class that they can come in person or choose to watch it live stream or recorded from home, as well as scheduled online. So we're finding that our students right now are really liking this mix of options, and they get to create the experience that they're looking for. Our tuition rate for in-district students is $111 per credit hour, and students pay for the amount of credits that they're registered for in a semester. So if they're registered for one class that's 3 credits, that's going to be, with tuition fees close to $360 versus a class or taking all 15 credits, that'll be closer to about $2,000 for the semester. So it really kind of ranges depending on how many classes you're taking. We do offer classes in the fall, spring, and summer semesters, and our applications for fall and summer are open now. Our summer schedule is already posted on our website, and registration for summer classes will start in March, whereas registration for fall classes will begin as early as April and run through the beginning of the fall semester. So students who come to us, they come for various reasons, anything from one class to transfer on to another school in the summer or during a different semester, to a full semester with us, or maybe staying for the entire full degree, which is about 2 years. So it really depends on the student, what their individual goals are, and we're here to support all students in whatever they're looking to do in their next step. So a little bit more about these degrees that we offer at MCC. We have a lot of our students are coming to take classes to then transfer on to a different college or university. So we have a really nice transfer web page that I'm happy to share with you later, but that lists out programs that are guides from college to college, as well as equivalencies, how things transfer, guaranteed admissions programs, and all these different opportunities that we have. We know a lot of students have questions about that. So we have a lot of resources to help you through it. We don't expect anybody to navigate that on their own. We have advisors that can help you through that process. We also have Associates of Applied Science programs, which are programs that are designed to go straight to a career. So if you're looking for a program, say like in culinary management or automotive or our nursing program, these are designed to get you into that career. They are 60 credit hours, so it takes you about 2 years to complete those. And as well as certificate programs. So certificates are a little bit shorter. They can range anywhere from 1 class to multiple classes, but usually they take less than a year to complete, anywhere from 1 semester, 2 semesters, maybe 3 semesters. It depends on the program. And these can be rolled into a science or Associates of Applied Science degree or taken on their own. It really kind of depends on what your individual goals are. We also offer a lot of non-credit programs, from professional training to career prep. For example, if you want to become a realtor, we have classes to help you take classes to become a real estate person, as well as individual skills. If you're trying to advance, maybe you just need some more training in Excel or something to train up on, to put on your resume. So these classes are not bound to residency. Our non-credit programs are the same price regardless of where you live, versus our credit programs have different rates for where you live, if you're in district, out of district, and so on, except for our online classes, which at the moment are the same rate regardless of where you live. So if you're looking for a fully online class, that could be a really nice option for you if you're not part of our in-district area. So if you want to explore all of our programs at MCC, I recommend going to mchenry.edu/path. So more information about us, I know we don't have a lot of time tonight. I recommend looking at our website, mchenry.edu, and I will share that with you as well. And I really encourage you to join us for Meet MCC, which is Prepare for Your Next. That is on March 24th from 5 to 8 p.m. And that's going to be a showcase of every single one of our programs at our college, with faculty there to talk to you, as well as different student support services across the campus. So that's going to be completely virtual this year. So anyone can join us. It's free. You just go to mchenry.edu/meetmcc to register for that event. I also encourage you to follow us on Facebook, Twitter. Feel free to ask me any questions tonight. I can help you through it, or talk to us at any time. I'm Kristen. You can reach out to me directly or to any one of us at recruit@mchenry.edu, or by giving us a call or setting up an appointment to come in. So we're here to support you in any area that is best for you. And that's all I have tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we'll be hearing from Saginaw Valley State University.
All right, good evening, everyone. My name is Michelle Stanley. I'm the Assistant Director of Regional Operations with Saginaw Valley. For any of you who don't know who Saginaw Valley is and where we are located, we are actually in the state of Michigan, smack dab in the middle of the Tri-City area of Bay City, Saginaw, and Midland. We're known as the Great Lakes Bay region. So for anyone who goes up north from Illinois, you probably go through Wisconsin to go up north. But if anyone does vacation into the Mitten State, there's a lot of times people will drive right through our campus, which is kind of cool. So there's a lot of fun things for our students to do within the Great Lakes Bay region through all seasons. And right now we have a ton of snow, like most of the country does. But it's definitely a beautiful place for you to explore when you visit campus. We are open for tours. There have been many students and families that have been asking about that, and they are personal tours. So if you want to come explore Saginaw Valley, you are more than welcome to, and I will share that link with you at the end of my presentation. So Saginaw Valley, we actually have over 100 undergraduate and graduate degree programs that fall under 5 different colleges. We have our College of Arts and Behavioral Sciences, our College of Business and Management, our College of Education, our College of Health and Human Services, and our College of Science, Engineering, and Technology. Some of our most popular programs include nursing and social work. We actually have some of the largest nursing and social work programs in the state of Michigan. In addition to pre-health, if you are looking into going to medical school, we have an outstanding pre-med track, and we have some great partnerships with some medical schools in the state of Michigan. Criminal justice is also really popular, and we have several different concentrations within that program as well. In addition to education, and we actually have an education fair coming up for our graduates where there's going to be school districts from 26 different states that are going to be meeting with our SVSU students, which I think is really exciting. So athletics is huge for our out-of-state students. We get a lot of our recruits from both Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio that like to come up to Saginaw Valley to study their college degree program. And so I wanted to highlight our conference a little bit. So we are part of Division II GLIAC conference for our athletics. You can see from the pictures, we have a beautiful pool. We have a state-of-the-art athletic facility that all of our athletes can use, but also general students as well. We have 19 different men's and women's athletic programs. So just to name a few, we have men's and women's swimming and diving, golf, men's and women's. We have tennis, football, baseball, track and field, cross country, just to name a few. But if you are interested in speaking with me about potentially becoming an athlete, I am the admissions athletic liaison as well. So Saginaw Valley, we are actually ranked #1 in the nation amongst public universities for best on-campus housing and housing experience. And it's more than just the facilities that has us ranked this way, it's also the student life piece. It's very important that no matter where you go to college, that you get involved in student life. And we have over 200 different student organizations on our campus that students can choose to participate in. When it comes to facilities, though, we don't have traditional dorms with community bathrooms. They are all apartment style, where you have your own bedroom if you want, or you can have a shared bedroom, but you have a living room, kitchen, dining room, and bathroom that you share with just your roommates. In addition to having laundries included in your housing and fees, and cable and internet, air conditioning, you name it. There's tons of amenities that are included in your room and board. So what Saginaw Valley is really known for in the state of Michigan is our cost. We are actually the most affordable public university in the state of Michigan when it comes to cost of tuition. And I wanted to show you this slide because it shows what our out-of-state tuition and fees are. When you include housing, meals, books, and supplies, you're looking at about $36,000. But if you have a 2.5 cumulative high school GPA or higher, you're going to qualify for our Red and White Award, which significantly reduces your tuition to almost what our in-state students in Michigan pay. So I think our in-state expenses with housing, tuition, and everything is just about $22,000. So you guys are paying just as much, just a little bit more than what Michigan State students pay. So I did want to highlight some scholarship opportunities that are guaranteed for our students when they apply for admission. Our merit scholarships start at a 3.0 GPA. They go all the way up to a 4-point. They increase in quarter-point increments. But what's really nice is these are guaranteed when you apply. And if you are planning to live on campus, we will reward you as well if you have above a 3.0 GPA with a $1,500 scholarship to help you pay for housing. We have, for anyone that tests really well with their ACT or SAT, you can submit that score. And if you have a 1380 or 31 or higher, we'll give you an additional $1,500. We also have an opportunity grant. So you can receive up to $6,000 in need-based aid from Saginaw Valley with our opportunity grant. And then we have tons of private scholarships. I did want to let the class of 2021 know that it is not too late to apply. So feel free to visit our application and send it in. Class of 22, apply in July.
Thank you. Next, we'll be hearing from Hannibal-LaGrange University.
All right. Well, that's not where it's supposed to start. All right, so my name is Kayla. I am the admissions counselor and an alumni from Hannibal-LaGrange University. So I'm going to start out by showing you an aerial picture of our college campus. One of my favorite things about our college is we are small, we are quaint, so you can get from one of the furthest
Your
points.
screen isn't sharing.
Oh no.
There you go.
Okay, I apologize for that. Okay. So here's our aerial picture of our college campus. One of my favorite things, like I was saying, is that we are a small college campus. You can get from the furthest point to the other furthest point in about 10 minutes. Right now, we definitely forgive our students for driving because of being snow covered. So our picture obviously looks a little bit different right now because we are on snow days right now. So a little bit about us. We are a private liberal arts university. We are located in Northeast Missouri, Hannibal, Missouri to be exact. So we are very Mark Twain focused downtown. We are about an hour 45 north of Hannibal, or north of St. Louis. A little bit about Hannibal, if you don't know much about it, there's about 17,000 people that live there. So nice rural town. A little bit more about HLGU. Like I said earlier, we are a Christian university. We are part of the Missouri Baptist Convention, which means we are a Southern Baptist university. All the faculty and staff members that you see on campus are going to be professing Christians. We require all of our students who are on campus to go to a chapel on Wednesday at 10 o'clock. There we have worship, we have people who teach the gospel, and it's just a really great opportunity to be around fellow believers. We do have a small family atmosphere. Students who live on campus, we have about 350 to 400 students. So it really gives you an opportunity to get to know everyone on campus if you're going to live on campus. Whenever you add in commuters, online, non-traditional students, we have about 1,200 students. So it really gives you a lot of opportunities, whether you want to be an athlete or fine arts, or if you want to do both of them. It really lets you break the mold and do whatever you want. When it comes to class sizes, when it goes to your gen eds, we have about 30 students in those classes. And once you get up to your major classes, you're going to have anywhere from about 5 to 12 students. So your professors are really going to get to know you, and you're really going to get to know your professors. And it's a really awesome experience because you're going to get really, really close to your professors. And if something's going on in your life, your professors are going to catch that because you're not going to be a number. You're going to be a real person to them. Our motto is knowledge for service. And that means we want you to get a really amazing education so you can go out into the world and be the person that you want to be and get that amazing dream job. But we also want you to serve, whether that's on campus, whether that's out in the community, or whether that's out on a mission trip. A lot of our students will go on either stateside or international mission trips. And we also have scholarship opportunities. So if students feel like they want to go on a mission trip, that financial burden isn't something that's going to hold them back. When it comes to cost-wise, we're about $32,000 a year. That's both if you're from Missouri or if you're going to be coming from Illinois. Because we're a private school, we don't have out-of-state tuition. That $32,000 is going to include housing, meals, tuition, everything. There's going to be no hidden fees in that. We do offer a lot of different scholarships. We have what we call 3 different stackable scholarships. We have academic scholarships, which is going to be for absolutely anything, anyone. We have as low as $6,000 or as high as $13,000. And that's going to be figured out by your GPA and your standardized test scores. We also have athletics. We have about 80% of our students are an athlete. So if you're interested in being an athlete, we would love for you to reach out to me or reach out to a coach and say, hey, I'd really be interested in doing that. A lot of our students are also into fine arts. So if you want to do music, whether it's singing or playing an instrument, if you want to be a communications major, theater, you can also get a scholarship for that. And a lot of our students also do work study, which means you're going to be working on campus, but you're going to be a student first because we think it's super important for you to put your work or become a student before you do your work. And then obviously any scholarships that you bring outside, we're going to accept all of those because we want you to make sure that going to school is as affordable as possible. Skip that, apologies. So I really encourage you to check out our website, do a little bit more research about HLG. I know it's not for everyone, but I do know that it's going to be a great fit for some students. You can contact me directly at that number below, or you can email me. I have a link down there for you to apply or visit campus. It's free to apply. And for visits, we have both virtual visits and in-person visits. And they're really not going to be all that different. The only difference is for virtual visits, you just can't tour campus because I don't know if you've ever, tried to show people things with your phone, but it's a little wobbly and it's not, all that fun to see things, but you can, meet with professors, you get to meet with students, you can meet with financial aid, student life, and really see what it's like to become a Trojan. So I really encourage all of you to do that.
Thank you. Next, we'll be hearing from Southeast Missouri State University.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Byron Brownlee. I'm currently the undergrad admissions counselor for Southeast Missouri State University. And I'm also an alumni of Southeast Missouri State University. I personally enjoyed my time at SEMO. It was absolutely wonderful. I was a part of various activities and student organizations on our campus. So I'll go ahead and get started with things. We're not necessarily a small campus and we're not necessarily a huge campus. So if you're looking for about medium-sized campus, we're pretty much perfect for you. We also offer our wonderful students over 145 different major opportunities. And our average class sizes are roughly 30 to 35 students, with the student to faculty ratio being 19:1. So definitely believe that at SEMO, your voice will always be heard, whether it's inside the classroom or outside of the classroom. Our faculty are definitely wonderful extending their office hours as needed, and definitely understand situations as they arise. At CMO, as I mentioned, we do have over 200 student organizations. Not only that, we have over 220 club sports, including esports, including my personal favorites such as Fortnite, Call of Duty Warzone, and League of Legends. Not only that, but we still do currently have over 70 plus study abroad destinations and 23 Greek organizations as well. At CMO, we're all about finding your flock, seeing as our mascot is Rowdy the Red Hawk. So we want to make sure our students are always comfortable, are enjoying the campus as much as possible, as well as getting involved as much as they would like. Also, a quick bonus about CMO, as long as you have yourself or other students and a faculty or staff member such as myself to represent you, you can actually start your own organization at CMO as well. We are still allowing our students to live on campus as well. And of that, we have over 18 different residence halls to choose from, as well as 16 dining facilities as well. So there's always something to eat. There's various different new things to try almost every single day at CMO. The food is great as well. Along with that, if you are living on campus as well as meet other requirements, you will also receive our Progressive Residence Life Leadership Award, which actually increases to $2,000 per year for upperclassmen who stay on campus. Here at CMO, we actually have various different colleges within our college as well. No matter what you choose to major in, you will always be paired up with a college. Those within your college are great resources for you to utilize during your time at CMO, so I'll go ahead and get into them. First, we have our Harrison College of Business and Computing, one of our most competitive colleges. Also, one of our more notable colleges, being in the top 5% business programs in the world. Next, we have our Holland College of Arts and Media, which we also have Missouri's largest conservatory for theater and dance, which can be seen at our beautiful River campus. Next up, we have our College of Education, Health and Human Studies, which we are extremely proud to say that we have an Apple Distinguished program, as well as a 100% nursing licensure pass rate as well. Then we have the college I personally graduated from, the College of Humanities and Social Sciences, where we are actually the only university in the nation to participate in a week-long CSIS program. And then finally, we have our College of Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics, where we were actually extremely proud to say that we will be introducing a professional pilot program starting this fall. We are also a test optional university, so as long as you have a 2.75 GPA, cumulative high school GPA, you will be considered for admissions. On the flip side to that, our regular admissions requirements are 2.5 GPA with a 19 or better on the ACT or 990 on the SAT. Since we are test optional, here are also some of our test optional scholarships as well. Of these, we have our President's Scholarship, our Copper Dome Scholarship, our Residence Life Leadership Award, our Red Hawk Achievement Award, and as well as endowed and sponsored scholarships, which we give over $2.4 million worth of these annually alone. Also, it is extremely notable to mention that all of our scholarships are stackable as well. Not only that, but we also have simple renewal scholarships, meaning as long as you continue to meet the requirements you originally met, your scholarship will be automatically renewed for you. Here's a better look at some of our scholarships. As you can see, there are quite a few that actually increase in value every single year you're here at CMO, so there's always a plus as well. And then, as I mentioned, GPA, here are the GPA requirements, the freshman admissions requirements. I also did not mention if you have a 21 or better on the ACT, you do not have to provide a GPA, or if you have a 1060 or better on the SAT, you do not have to provide a GPA as well. And then to apply, you can apply at cmo.edu/apply or find us on the Common App. There's no application fee, no test score required, no essay required, and we're also self-report academic record school as well. And then here's our lovely admissions team if you ever need to reach out to any of us. We're always wonderful resources for incoming students as well as current students. And then finally, we're still allowing students to visit our campus and everything. If you ever need to reach us, feel free to reach out to admissions@cmo.edu or 573-651-2590. You're welcome. You're more than welcome to come visit our campus and receive a tour as well.
Thank you. Next, we'll be hearing from William Woods University.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dee Thibodeau, and I'm the admissions counselor for Illinois in Eastern Missouri. I'm glad y'all were able to tonight. We are in Fulton, Missouri, which is smack dab in the middle of Missouri. The nice thing is it's a small town, but we're only 20 minutes from Columbia, Missouri, where Mizzou is. We're 20 minutes from Jefferson City, which is our capital, and we're about an hour to an hour and a half from St. Louis. So the beauty is you get a small town feel, but if you want a big time football game, you're just 20 minutes away. Some other things that are in the area is the Missouri School for the Deaf, which is really important because we have an American Sign Language program. The Kemper Art Center is actually on our campus. Churchill Museum is in our town, and we also hold national equestrian competitions on our campus because we do have an equestrian program at the school. Let's see. We have approximately 3,000 students. Now that does include not only our traditional students on campus, but our graduate students and our online as well. The nice thing is we have a 13-to-1 student-faculty ratio. So you're going to get all the personal attention that you need. You're never far. You're always going to getting answered. You're always going to be taught by an official professor versus a teaching assistant. You're going to know your professors. You're going to know your classmates. We have over 54 clubs and organizations on the campus. We are a private liberal arts university. We are profession-oriented. So we have 60 or more majors and minors. Again, the majors that we kind of stand out for are equestrian science, American Sign Language, excellent business department, excellent education department, and biology. We have programs for both pre-med and pre-vet as well. We have students come from 35 states and 11. We are NAIA Division I with athletics. We have baseball, basketball, cheerleading, cross country, golf, soccer, softball, tennis, track and field, and women's volleyball. So you can play on teams and get scholarships with athletics as well if that interests you. We have some very unique things at William Woods. We have what we call Woods Around the World, which, barring non-COVID, you're able to sign up and go for a couple weeks to every year. It's a different destination, and you invest, see the world with teachers and fellow students. You can see we've gone to Japan. They've gone to Galapagos Islands. They've gone in Europe. Lots of places. We do offer internships, which is really important for your career. We have career services, which is also going to help you get placed in a job, which is why you go to school anyway. President's 20, which was in the elite club that helps our president keep a finger on what's happening on campus. So it's a great way to get involved and kind of give your viewpoint on where you think things should go with William Woods. We have staff that does mentor-mentee programs. Freshman Advantage is another unique program where you can get started in the summer with 3 weeks, come to campus and get 3 classes out of the way, and it helps you transition into college life. We did it virtual last year. We're going to do it virtual this year because of COVID, but normally that is an on-campus thing. We have our honors program where you get additional scholarships and additional social things, and +1 program. So with business, education, and organizational leadership, you can actually go to school for 5 years and walk out with your undergraduate program as well as your graduate program. So that saves a lot of time and money. Our students are involved. We have 4 sororities on campus: Alpha Chi Omega, Alpha Phi, Chi Omega, and Delta Gamma, 3 fraternities, Phi Gamma Delta, Phi Kappa Alpha, Sigma Tau Gamma, tons of clubs and organizations. I think I mentioned 54 or more before, and 40 to 50% of our students are involved in these organizations, which it looks great on your resume. Oops, I'm so sorry. Well, no, I just went too far. Financial aid, all we ask is that you send in your FAFSA, which opens October 1st of your senior year, and we'll figure out your personalized scholarship for you. It is based on not only your GPA and your test scores, but it also is based on your FAFSA needs on what your student family can pay. So it will be scholarships as well as grants, and we'll itemize that out for you. Steps to apply: basically, we have a free application process. You send us your FAFSA, you send us your transcripts and test scores, and we'll send you that financial aid. You put in your deposit, which secures you, and then you do class registration in August. Our admission requirements, we ask that you have 2.5 or greater GPA. We are test optional at this point. Normally it's a 19 ACT, but with COVID, we're not requiring it. We have an rolling admissions process, so you can apply anytime, whether it's right now for this coming fall or next spring. You can even apply early. We are a participant in the Common App process as well. The best thing I can say about us is just to have a campus visit. You can do them virtually, but I highly suggest you be in person so you get to see and get the feel of our campus, because it really is like a family. You're going to know, again, your professors, you're going to know your classmates, and you're going to make tons of friends with all the clubs and organizations that we have. There's my contact information with my phone and my email, so feel free to reach out. One other slide that we skipped over, I'm sorry. This unique is we have a lead program. Are we done?
Yeah.
Is the lead program?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Next, we'll be hearing from Marquette University.
Hi everyone, my name is Jeanette Von Hayden. I am here from Marquette University. I'm just gonna share my screen quick. All right, so I am here from Marquette University. Marquette is located in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, so only about an hour and a half away from campus or from the Chicagoland area. Marquette is a perfectly medium-sized institution. We have just over 8,000 undergraduate students. So what that will mean for you as a Golden Eagle is that our average class size is about 20 to 25 students. So you will still get to know your classmates, you will still get to know your faculty, but in terms of all of the opportunities outside of the classroom, you're really gonna recognize our size and our impact. So when you're looking for those internships, when you're getting involved in clubs and organizations, you will have such a large and impactful community surrounding you. Marquette has just over 80 undergraduate majors. So there really is something here for everyone. All of our majors are housed within 7 undergraduate colleges that are all direct entry. So as you are applying to Marquette during your senior year, you will actually be selecting the college and the major that you want from day one and starting that curriculum upon attending Marquette's campus. Our 7 colleges include a liberal arts and natural sciences college in the College of Arts and Sciences. We have our College of Business, a College of Communication, Education, Health Sciences, Engineering, and a direct entry College of Nursing, which is probably one of our more popular majors at Marquette. We also do have opportunities for you to continue on your degree. So if you do choose to go into dental school, law school, go get your master's degree or PhD, we also have some accelerated degree programs at Marquette to help you fast track and get to your end game. One of the things that really stands out about Marquette is that we are a Catholic Jesuit university. We do not require our students to be Catholic. About 50% of our students do identify as Catholic. The other 50% identify as other world religions or non-religious, totally up to you. You can choose to attend Mass or not. But the important thing to know about being a Jesuit university is the impact it's going to have on you in terms of your education. You'll probably see Jesuits in kind of two main capacities. One is in terms of service. Service is so important at Marquette's campus. We won't require you to participate in service, but all of our students complete about 500,000 hours of volunteer work every year. It's so important. It's actually one of our 4 pillars. The other way you'll see Jesuit education is in terms of the type of degree you're going to receive. While you might be here for an engineering or a business degree, we also want you to get a solid liberal arts understanding in all different areas to help you be able to create the change in your field. Our students are very active in their own communities and the global community, and a lot of that stems from their desire and their passion to do something more, to create that change and be a part of something bigger than themselves. Another important feature about Marquette is that we are located in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. As a Wisconsinite, Milwaukee is easily one of my favorite cities ever. There's just so much for you to do, whether that's getting involved in theater. Marquette and Milwaukee have a really strong theater district. Athletic and sporting events are also very popular in the great city of Milwaukee. Fun way to blow off some steam after class. Maybe attend some concerts. Summerfest is huge. So there's really a lot for our students. In terms of internships and co-op opportunities as well, we partner with a lot of great organizations and community or companies in Milwaukee, including 5 Fortune 500 companies. So you will be able to intern with a lot of those different locations as well. Getting involved is beyond just our campus in the city of Milwaukee, though. Because of our size, we have over 350 different clubs and organizations, so there really is something for everyone. You can get involved in those service organizations, you can get involved in honors programs, sororities and fraternity organizations. There really is something for you, and those involvement opportunities extend well beyond our campus. We have a really cool program called Less Aspen, which is an internship opportunity in Washington, D.C. So if you're interested in political science, the experience of living in Washington, D.C. and working for a semester is really, truly incredible. Study abroad is also really prevalent on campus for all of our majors, including programs like engineering and nursing, where it is a little bit more rigorous of a 4-year schedule for you. So how do you get here? So definitely reach out to one of the 4 admissions counselors that you see on your screen. But Marquette is rolling admission. So our application opens every summer, usually in July or August. We are on the Common App. We also have our own application. Totally up to you how you want to apply to Marquette. There's no application fee. The only other required piece of the puzzle is your high school transcript. We are test optional. This is our 2nd year being test optional, and we will continue being test optional long after the effects of COVID-19, because we want to be here to help you decide how best to apply. We are rolling admissions, so our decisions will start going out in mid to late September, and will continue to go out for the rest of the admission cycle. But we do have a priority deadline of December 1st, so keep that in mind during your senior year to get your application in early to make sure you don't miss out on anything like that. As far as financial aid goes, it kind of comes in 3 waves. All students are guaranteed a merit scholarship at the time of application or at the time of admission, so that will come in your admission letter, but also filling out the FAFSA and then an additional scholars and scholarship application. We do have campus visits happening for juniors and underclassmen starting May 1st, so reach out to us. We're excited to hopefully have you as a Golden Eagle.
Thank you. We do have a bit of time left, so I would like to invite all of the reps to come back on and answer a question. Just what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? And you can respond in the same order that you presented in.
as far as giving advice for someone who's going through the search process, I really encourage you to think about three things. Think about your career interest, think about your budget, and think about admissions. If all three of those things match for you, those are a good match school. So keep these things in mind as you're doing your research. Be honest about what you want, what you need, and create lists and compare, because at the end of the day, you'll have a lot of schools that you're interested in, and having that search frame will help you whittle it down.
From my personal experience, it's very important for you to focus on deal breakers, and kind of what Kristen mentioned, maybe those topics are your deal breakers. But as you are researching colleges and you're visiting them, you want to make sure that that university is going to be the best fit for you. And it's ultimately going to be an environment that you are going to thrive in, and you are going to graduate and become an active member of the Alumni Association. If you don't have that best fit experience, keep looking, because I promise you, you will find it.
Just three things that comes to mind when I think of advice to give those going through the college process at the moment are your budget, location, and honestly, if it's just the best fit for you. But out of all those, I personally believe it really just comes down to how you feel about the university, how you feel about the college. Does it feel like a home? Is it comfortable to you? Do you really see yourself graduating from there? And not only that, but just what can that university specifically do for you?
My advice would be to actually visit the school. I don't think you get a true feeling unless you're there. And when you come on our visit, you're going to not only meet with a student who's going to take you around, but you're also going to meet with professors in your area that you want to study in. So you get great information from them. And then you would meet with me, and we can break down the financials for you. And if you have special circumstances, and those are things that we can talk about, what we can do. And the other thing that I would ask you to do is just check with your school that you're looking at on statistics, like do they have internships? What's their job placement? You're going to school to ultimately get a job in your career that you're looking at. And you want to see statistically how successful people in that school are, how they do when they leave school.
My piece of advice, once you find your home and you enroll at that university, is say yes. Say yes to all of those opportunities that await you, whether it's getting involved in clubs and organizations, taking those internships. Say yes to meeting with your faculty members. These are people that can really, truly change your life. And saying yes more in those moments is going to help open doors that you would never even imagine. But Kayla, I think we hopped over you. So why don't you pop in and share your advice?
Thanks. I'd say my advice would be ask all the questions, because there's no such thing as a silly question. And we are not going to be annoyed with you. We are here to help, every single one of us. And whenever we're around, we want you to be on campus or, on the phone with us, and picture yourself when you're, looking around, asking questions. Is this the place for me? Is this where I want to spend the next 4 years, 2 years, 3 years, however long you're going to be in college? Is this, going to be the perfect fit for me?
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, so thank you everyone for joining us. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 4-question survey, and we'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. And in about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other sessions recordings. So thank you so much. Bye, everyone.